Let's go wide. Hi, it's Peter here. And before we get into the business, disclaimer. This TTArtisan 10mm f2.0 lens was sent to me from Pergear. They did not tell me to do this video. They did not tell me what to say in this video. So everything I say is based on my own opinion, using the lens for a little while. However, I do have a few affiliate links in the description for you to get the lens if you see it is something that you need after watching this video. Ultra-wide challenge. I'm photographing on the street with an ultra-wide angle lens. It's a bit of a struggle for me. I'm used to narrow lenses when photographing on the streets. With a wide angle, I need to be more careful with the foreground, and ultra-wide like this makes the foreground look bigger. At the same time, I need something in the foreground. It makes the image more interesting if I have some layers, so if there is something in the front, in the middle, and in the back. And with the ultra-wide angle, you really need that. How much do you use ultra-wide angle lenses? What's your widest lens that you have? Specifications. Before we continue photographing, here are a few words about the specs. This lens is for Sony E-mount, Canon RF mount, Nikon Z mount, Micro Four Thirds, and the one I'm testing, Fuji X mount. It is a fully manual lens and it does not have any electronic contacts. No metadata is recorded about the lens. The angle of view is 105 degrees. Even though it's an ultra-wide angle lens, it can take filters. I will talk about that a bit later. And here is a full list of specs they provided. What is an ultra-wide lens good for? I'm using it now on the street, which is not the usual usage of ultra-wide angle lens like this. For cityscapes, it's a good choice. I also did some interior shots a few weeks ago. It works well on that type of shooting too. I could see myself using this for landscapes too. This could be also a good lens for event photographers. Unfortunately, I don't do weddings anymore, but if I was, this lens could be a good option for those tight spots when you need really wide angle lens. Filters with the lens. This lens has a clever design when it comes to filters. This ring can be screwed on and then it's possible to use filters. The filter thread is 72mm. Unfortunately, I do not have any filters with that size, so I need to use an adapter ring. That means that there is a slight vignetting. It might not be a problem, but that depends on the subject itself. Well, how did I do? Not that well. I got some nice images, but nothing really special. And I had really only one or two keepers, to be honest. Some of the stuff I can use as background for my videos and maybe add to my future zines that I'm making, which my first one is about to be published. So be sure to watch my channel and subscribe so you won't miss that. And I will also have a newsletter where I will announce that, and you will get some special possibilities to pre-order that, but more about that later. So subscribe and check out my newsletter so you won't miss out. I think these couple of images are keepers. They came out quite nicely. And especially this one I like. This one was taken earlier on my photo walks with this lens. I was looking at this shadow and waiting for something to happen. I was lucky that these two girls walked out of the museum and that the other one had a white jacket, white winter jacket. And also I'm glad that the other one had white and blonde hair, because that was perfect against the pitch black background. Is this lens worth getting? The price is only 150 euros/dollars, so it's certainly worth the money. The image quality is totally okay if you stop down a few stops. That is the case in most of the lenses. Corner sharpness is not a big problem unless you photograph flat objects. If you need an inexpensive ultra-wide angle lens, this might be a good option. And here is a video about wide angle photography. You might want to watch that if you struggle with wide angles like I do. I've collected some info about wide angle lenses on that video. But hey, thanks for watching and bye for now.